This is parliamentary dictation with speed of 80 words per minute taken from Progressive Shorthand Monthly May 2025 Exercise 12. Please like, share and subscribe. Ready? Sir, it is therefore fully in order that the company should be asked to supply only such information as may be prescribed by the government to a shareholder in the first instance, and only those shareholders who really require the entire information in the annual report should be provided with it, as the proposals in the amendment bill and the further amendments suggested will show that this full information can be obtained by any shareholders on demand free of cost. It cannot therefore be said that the interests of the shareholders are not being adequately safeguarded so far the small depositors whose deposits were not being refunded by the company in time had no remedy under the Companies Act. He had to go to the civil court to enforce his claim. We have provided in this bill that a depositor whose money is not refunded in time can approach the Company Law Board, which, after looking into all aspects of the matter, can direct a company to repay the deposit on certain conditions, and if the company defaults in obeying this order of the Company Law Board, it is able to be punished. I am sure all the members would agree that this is a major step towards the protection of the interest of the depositors, particularly the small ones. It will be seen that in various existing provisions of the Companies Act, there are specific limits prescribed, such as the ones for disclosure of salaries above a certain amount, compulsory appointment of managing director, etc. With the passage of time, many of the limits become outdated and need to be changed. It is felt that flexibility in these matters would be of great benefit, and with this aim, it has been provided that these provisions be changed to such limits as may be prescribed by the government. My friend has mentioned that instead of the present provision that a managing director or a whole-time director be appointed in a company with a paid up capital of rupees 25 lakhs, that limit should be raised to rupees 5 crores. The provision that we have proposed in the bill and the amendments that have been moved will take care of this problem. Whether the limit should be raised to rupees 5 crores can be determined from time to time, taking into account all the circumstances. Some of the provisions relate to the removal of the lacuna are observed, and it is seen that undue advantage is being taken by the company to avoid the intention of the law. Such a lacuna must be removed for the benefit of the shareholders. Now stop.